There are a lot of bird species, and I mean a lot. For the longest time, I never even paid attention to this. But when I met my wife Chelsea, a whole new world opened up to me. And before, I was excited to see just cardinals and blue jays, but did you know how many species exist in the United States alone? Well, it's kind of a complicated answer, but the United States hosts approximately 900 bird species annually, and that's ranging from permanent residents who live here year-round, and also includes summer visitors, winter visitors, and simply migrating birds that pass through our nation. So, I wanted to challenge myself. How many different bird species can I photograph in just 3 hours? Well, it turns out we didn't do too bad. So we came to Montezuma National Wildlife Refuge to try this challenge out. All right, so first things first, what are the ground rules? Rule number 1, it has to be near Montezuma or in Montezuma. This one might be obvious, but one photo of each species only counts for one. For the photo, the bird has to be easily identifiable in the photo. Okay, so for example, way over there, there's a swallow, but it's not showing up in a photo. So that specific bird is not going to count because you have to identify it from the picture. And lastly, this is a time challenge. So we're going to limit it to 3 hours. So 12 to 3 is what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and start my watch on a walk so we can see the hours and wish us luck. As I expected with this challenge, the numbers started going up immediately. Well, tree swallow is the first bird. I knew that this challenge was going to start off very fast and slow down towards the end because you'll start seeing repeating species. The Purple Martin Hotel is full. But I knew as the day went on, it would become increasingly difficult to keep making my bird count go higher. Fortunately, I brought a brand new tool to help me out a little bit with this challenge. So Sigma sent me their fresh off the press 16-300 lens for APS-C cameras, and I paired it with the Sony a6400. I think it's absolutely perfect for this challenge because of how lightweight and movable it is, especially when I'm trying to capture as many birds as possible in a certain time frame. If you're interested in knowing more about this lens, in next week or maybe the week after, I'll be coming out with a full review. So subscribe to my channel and keep an eye out for that video. Anyways, let's get back to the birds. Birds number 5 and 6 were pretty crazy. All right, so there's a great blue heron getting attacked by red-ringed blackbirds. So I guess we got a twofer. Honestly, every time you come to Montezuma, I see this happening. All right, so fortunately we couldn't get the sandhill crane flying. However, they are out in the field there. And really, just as we expected, we didn't come into any issues increasing the number of bird species we photographed when we first started off. All right, so there's a song sparrow that Chelsea is taking a photo of right now. He is out of my line of sight because of the car, so adding another bird. They started coming in one after another after another. And before we knew it, we were already at 10 species. There's 2 geese and 2 goslings. Adding it and making it our 11th bird. All right, so there's some sort of waterfowl out there that didn't really show up in pictures, as you can see right here. Fortunately, when we got back, we looked at the photo. It turned out to be a hooded merganser, so we're counting it. And we also saw a black tern. Let's see if we can identify him. No, unfortunately, I missed the photo. But hopefully we'll see more. I didn't get the cormorant. Do you see him?
Yeah, you see where those branches are coming out of the water?
Yeah.
He's on a stick in the water to the right of that.
All right, let's see if we can identify him. He's blurry, but I can definitely tell he's a cormorant, so we'll count the cormorant too. And we are 1 hour into it officially right now. Let's see right there. 2 more hours to go. Think we can get to 30?
Maybe.
Maybe. As you can tell, this entire first segment of the video we did at the Montezuma Wildlife Drive, and we did get up to 15 birds during this drive, which is a good start. I kind of wasted a little bit too much time trying to get a photo of this osprey you see right here, making a dive and catching a fish, but he was just not doing a good job finding the fish, and we were getting a lot of Canadian wildfire smoke, so maybe that's why, but I'm not really sure. And for halfway to 30, which is kind of a goal I kind of set for myself during the drive, we saw a family of mute swans just chilling and having a nice day. Fortunately now, we started taking a downturn. We spent the next 30 to 45 minutes looking for different bird species. We ended up finishing the wildlife drive and not coming across any new species, which was unfortunate. Last time we were here, there was a dock that had black terns and other birds, so we left the wildlife drive and immediately went there. All right, so we're about an hour and 45 minutes in, and we finished the drive. Now we're gonna try and get hopefully some songbirds and some smaller birds. There's a couple places to check. All right, so up there's an eagle. He's very high, but let's see. Again, not the greatest picture, but for the point of this challenge, it counts. Bald eagle. Here's another bird. It's gonna be a Baltimore Oriole. Got lucky there. We didn't even hear him. He just showed up. At least we're getting a few birds on the stock. That's good. Oh, there's another bird. A little small one right there on the top right. Good eye. Holy crap. So it's some kind of flycatcher. We don't know what kind yet. So this bird ended up being an alder flycatcher. That's pretty cool. Hell yeah, babe. It was at this moment I realized I might never get a high five, so I played it off cool. That's a good find.
It's funny because that you had me just staring at the tree. So it's like, huh, is that another bird?
It's a vireo? Red-eyed vireo?
I think the warbling vireo.
Warbling vireo.
So when it's doing that kind of like song, it's like, I can't do it, but.
Yeah, let's move, see if we can photograph him.
Don't put me mimicking the song.
I'm going to. Especially now that you said that. It was kind of now, I was wondering whether or not I was gonna hit 30, so I was trying to get every bird I could, but it was kind of hard to find the balance between spending too much time on a bird and just giving up and trying to find the next one. So I probably spent just a little bit too long looking for this bird. I think it's a no-go on the warbling vireo. So this is probably gonna be our best bet to get black terns, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we just passed the 2-hour mark. We're at 2 hours and 3 minutes. I think the count is, I want to say 17 or 18. You guys would know. I don't remember right now. I think it's 18 or 17. So we got about an hour left. I think we're going to struggle getting to 30. We'll see what we can do. Get as close to 30 as possible, though. All right, so this black tern photo is the best one I had. They're still out there. They're just so far away. And they are just hard to capture because of the lighting and they're black. I feel comfortable counting this one just because you can kind of clearly see the shape and really you're not going to get too much detail outside of the shape. So we're going to go ahead and count black tern. So that's good. And one last bird on this dock showed up right after the black tern, and albeit a very blurry picture, but it's an eastern wood pewee. All right, it's time to move on to the next spot. Got about 50 minutes left. All right, back in the road, and we have a dove on Chelsea's side. She's helping out and taking a few photos. Thanks, love.
Of course.
And the grackles that are flying by all day long, but I can't capture one of them, is still being the most elusive bird of the day randomly. Do you have a grackle? Here, take the grackle. Chelsea's gonna save the day with the grackle picture. Thanks, love. And kindly enough, Chelsea was able to take a few photos of the starlings on her side of the car. All right, we are where we were last year, where the bobolinks were, and they are back in action. Chelsea is going to try and capture a photo. Now, granted, they're very far away, but again, this challenge is just to capture and identify the bird through the photo. Let's see what her results are. All right, just gonna confirm to see if they are identifiable. It's not the greatest picture, but you can definitely tell. I mean, it's really far away. It's not your fault. But they're a little yellow on the head and the black. I think it's good. What do you think? Can you tell?
think so.
Yeah. All right, we're counting bobolink. And I saw barn swallows too. Want to try and get those? So there's some barn swallows flying around next to the bobolinks as well. Chelsea's going to try and capture these right now. It's gonna be hard. Oh, there's one on the phone line. If you want to just capture it through the window. The lighting's gonna be bad, but it's right up there.
Whatever you were looking at just flew.
Oh. We'll try and get. So on this power line, you can see there is a couple of swallows, but also a Savannah sparrow. So we are getting kind of close to 30. We'll see what we can do. I really wish we got a photo of that hummingbird. That would have helped so much, but we didn't. We still have some common species that we haven't found that might be very helpful. All right, so just got out of the car. I saw a cardinal and a blue jay and hoping might get another one. But let's just see if we get a quick couple birds here. All right, so another bird I personally can't identify. My wife probably could have, but she had to sit in the car just because it was a little hot now. So this is a northern rough-winged swallow. All right, no luck on the cardinal or the blue jay, but it's been a very fun day and a fun challenge so far. Only got like 15 minutes or so left, and we're either at 24 or maybe 27. Let's see what we can do. All right, we're at our last spot. We're at 24 known for shorebirds, maybe 27. Trying to get one more bird. Oh, there's white birds. Babe, there's white birds up here. All right, that's gonna be our last bird. Great egret. So with the last few seconds, we were able to get one more bird, this great egret. And when I say last few seconds, I mean there was like 10 seconds left on the clock. We cut it down pretty close. Overall, I feel like this challenge was pretty successful. It was very enjoyable. It was exhausting though, trying to get as many bird species as I possibly can in the time frame. I'm really curious to know what y'all think. Would you like me to try a challenge like this again? Would you like me to go back to Montezuma and try and beat the number we got to today? Anyways, thanks for watching this video, and I really hope I catch you in the next one.